Hello guys and welcome back to another Beard Guys Water Tanks replay with me, Ben. Today we are in the Jpanther 1, which I think is the first video we've had on this on the channel. Possibly, maybe one ages and ages ago. But this is one of those tanks that I unlocked a long time ago and I've never sold. I kept, when I ground up this line, I kept the Jpanther, I kept the Jpanther 2. And obviously I kept the Jpanther because who wouldn't? I think they're all amazing tanks. This one I hadn't driven for ages and ages, and I thought I'd just give it a go because normally at tier 7 I'd probably run maybe my T29, something like that. But I decided to bring this out for a change. I'm platooned up with Sins and AJ, and we are defending on assault. So the reason I like this tank so much, and kind of the same applies to the Jpanther 2 really, is the combination of mobility and gun, and a fairly respectable view range as well, especially compared to Soviet tank destroyers. So as you can see, we've very quickly got around here, got into a nice position-ish, and just trying to work out whereabouts I want to sit as we wait to see who's going to cross over this bridge. That's really what it's all about early game. When you start around, you want to be thinking about where you need to go to get yourself in an advantageous position. And that's exactly what we've done. We've pushed around, we've got a whole platoon, pushed around to this flank so we can cover anyone incoming from that bridge there. And I often find a lot of people I see moaning, you often get salty people on the mic, normally people who have died in a battle, and then start moaning on the mic and moaning at people when you're on assault, and moaning and going, oh, it's assault, you're defending, you should just sit back and defend, you shouldn't be attacking, you noobs, and all this kind of crap. And sometimes that can work, but I find it's generally a more effective method of winning on assault by being very aggressive. As long as you're a decent player, or you've got backup of decent players, so maybe if you're in a platoon with a couple of good guys like I am here, I think attacking is definitely the best form of defense. Just take the fight to them. Because the problem with sitting back and defending is, if you're all sitting back in a line defending, it only takes one tank to spot all of you up. And once you're all spotted, you're going to get wrecked by all the unspotted enemies. Whereas if you take the fight to them, you can just engage them in a normal fight and kick the crap out of them. Which is exactly what I do to that IS there nice and early. So you can see the gun's got a pretty nice, I'd go for the blind shot, but unfortunately missed that, he's already moved on. You can see it's a pretty nice reload time for the alpha that this can kick out for a tier 7 tank. I'm actually running the 105 on this mm gun. A lot of people tend to prefer the 88. I tend to run this one really, although I do mix it up. This was just what was on there. I hadn't driven it for a long time. And it does the job quite nicely for me. So we've put a couple of hits on that IS. We're sort of sitting here to wait to see how things develop. I'm kind of waiting to see if this T29 is going to maybe poke his butt out from behind that house so I can get a nice shot on him. And just kind of waiting. There's a lot of weird lines of sight on Erlenberg where you can get pretty cheeky shots through some of these gaps. So it's kind of worth looking around and looking for like tiny little gaps between buildings where you can get shots away. And since we're defending, we know we don't need to rush in, we can just kind of calmly wait and see how things develop. And we're also not so far from the flag that we could get back there and defend if we needed to. It's also very easy to get a line of sight on the flag from anywhere on this side of the battle really. There's the artillery spotted up, but oh, and can we get a shot on this T29? There we go, nice. That's exactly what we were waiting for. And he misses his shot on me. So the Jpanther has pretty poor armor. You're going to get penned very easily. So I was very lucky not to get hit there. That probably would have penned me pretty easily. The gun mantlet might bounce a few shots, but other than that, you're kind of on your own with armor. And this tank really relies on its mobility and on its gun. It doesn't have the greatest camo in the world either for a TD. It's not awful, but it's not great. So it's been a fairly low-key round for me so far. I've had 3 damaging shots, which is still a fairly respectable amount of damage with the 105. But there's been quite a few Reds killed already, and I haven't really had a hand in much of that, regrettably. But there we go, AJ takes out a light tank across the bridge. And I reposition to try and get a shot on this Black Prince. So I'm keeping aware here of the fact that it looks like our team's falling a bit over near the flag on the top bridge. We've got one TD up there now, and they had quite a few tanks up there earlier, so I'm not hugely confident that we're going to hold them off the flag for too much longer. And they've only got 4.5 minutes left, so they're going to need to start rushing in pretty hard if they want to try and take that flag. So again, just waiting. There we go. Someone gets spotted up on the ridge. Tiger nicely side on. Very easy shot on that guy. And you've got 320 average damage with this gun. It's a very nice amount of damage. There we go. There's a nice kill shot. Takes out the Tiger. And an IS camping the hill beautifully as well. Thank you very much. And he's in a great position for me to sit there shooting. But I sort of turn, think, shall I go for the flag? I think, no. I'm going to put one more shot on this guy. There we go. Get the damaging shot. And I'm going for the flag. So I looked immediately. We've got no one anywhere near that flag, really. I mean, that medium over on the left-hand side there, he's a pretty good bet for getting a line of sight on the flag soon, but never put too much faith in teammates you don't know, would be my advice number one for all the tanks. Advice number two is learn where you can turn around corners, and that's not one of them. That's the wrong way. GG. And I knew as soon as that, there we go, they got 2 on the cap now as well, so it's definitely worth me getting back here and supporting this medium tank, try and break the cap. There we go, get a nice shot on the KV-3. Reset his capture points. Now I would like to hit the other guy, but he's not. The shot's not available, so I'm just going to try and get this guy out of the game as quickly as possible. And thankfully the medium takes out the other guy that was on the cap. KV-3 gets blitzed, bounces a shot on me somehow. Must have hit my gun manlet, or I just got very lucky, or he's just got a terrible gun. But we clear the cap very nicely there and keep it 5 on 4. I think Sins has been taken down now. We get a nice shot on the on this guy here. They're not really sure what his reload time is, but after that hit I know I can one-shot him now, so I charge in, aim a little bit, and we take him down. Actually I think that took another hit from someone else to finish him off, which probably saved me having to eat a hit and reply. So the IS just taking down AJ, so I'm down to my own on the platoon, but we're 4 versus 3 with 2 minutes left on assault, defending. Feel pretty confident about that. 14 damage ribbons. There was a bit of a fire, so that jumped it up a little bit. But I'm feeling pretty confident now that I can move in and do some more, dish out some more damage. Like I said, mobility just plays such a key factor. Do you notice that? So one of our medium tanks there falling in the river. GG. So I track the AT2. Unfortunately he repairs it and then just sneaks out of the way before I can hit him again, as our medium drowns in the river. Well done. So I just wait for this guy to engage the AT, distract him, pop out, blam, very easy kill. Nice bit of teamwork and flanking there, and that puts on 3 kills. And we're down to a minute now, so it gets to the stage where you start thinking, well, I could probably just go and hide and we'd win from them not being out to cap. Damage is going on the Black Prince. But the unspotted IS up on the hill manages to put a fairly beefy hit into me. But I don't really want to go back and sit and wait for the clock to run out. I want to shoot people. So it's kind of finding the right balancing act. I think I've got enough health. I mean, me and my teammate have got enough health. I don't think they could even take us down. They'd have to have one hell of a volley of shots to kill both of us. And I've got my binoculars on, so I reckon that IS might still be up there. And if I sit here and let my binocs throw on, I can spot him up and take him down. So there we go, they've just got one left. He's not going to be able to take me out in 18 seconds, so I'll see if I can get a shot onto him. Get one. Come on, stay there, Twiddle. Let me get the kill shot. You haven't got a chance. Get another one. He decides to sit there, and unfortunately, he decides he's going to back up and not let me kill him, and just let the clock run out. but a pretty fun round. I enjoyed that a lot. And a very nice amount of damage for a tier 7 game as well. We got a high caliber, we got 99%, we got defender, a sniper, and 4,370 damage with a bit of blocked and assisted as well. It's a very respectable score for a tier 7, and really reminded me why I love the Jpanther so much. And I think it's a tank that I'm going to start taking out a little bit more often again. So also a good game from both my platoon mates. I've got to say that feels like a little bit of a carry by our platoon there. No one else on the team did over 1,000 damage. One guy did 900. After that, well, we got 700, 400. Not the greatest team results ever, but thankfully we were able to hold out against the opposition. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please think about hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. My name's Ben, we're the Beard Guys, and I'll see you next time.